Akaba. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Share. Then like. Akwaba. This is going to be an intellectual conversation. Intellectual. Highly spiritual. The last time I came, I said I had decided I was going to back out of the political atmosphere. Then I was prompted in my spirit that I could be as Betty high, I could be as little as a mosquito, but I'll make a difference. So I did that analysis of because change is inevitable. Change is the only constant in our lives. That you wake up tomorrow morning and what was yesterday has changed. Then you are living life. My topic for today is the Agyapong-Bawumia ticket. The Agyapong ticket. I said the thing about being able to make a difference even if you are as little as a mosquito, because it is a very life-defining and pivotal, sensitive thing that I'm going to talk about today. I am extremely happy that I stand on the fence of not liking my baby daddy, but being the person to be dispassionate and a citizen enough to say it as is, even though it's going to go probably seemingly in his favor. But it's not for his favor. That's what I'm saying. For it to come from me, you should know that there is some weight to it, because I still hate his ass. I still won't be nice with his ass. But for the purposes of what the truth I have found is, I'm going to share. So fuck you if you are not comfortable that I seemingly suddenly I'm saying something that goes in his favor. No, if you are discerning and if you are matured and if you are just listen. Just listen. These are my analysis. This is something I've delved into. Just as I'll go and find all the foolishness in the crevices of Kevin Taylor's testicles and come and share, which does not do anything for the country or our economy. I rather delve into what really is the issue, how to deal with the issue, and most importantly, how to win next election with the truth. Okay, so stay with me. And ooh, Elizabeth, good morning, my love. My night was amazing. I've been up for so many hours, and you'll understand why. Elizabeth, please kindly share and like and call somebody too. Ultimately, Obiara rehwehwɛ power for what everybody wants power for. It's relative. Obi wɔ hɔ a, honest to God, ɔrehwehwɛ power na ɔdze aboa nkorɔfo. Obi so wɔ hɔ a, honestly, ɔrehwehwɛ power na ɔdze enrich no ho. Obi so wɔ hɔ a ɔyɛ half and half. Obiara na ne reason na ɔrehwehwɛ itum. But how to get to it on Inyasam? I am very supportive of Dr. Agyapong-Bawumia, and everybody would attest to how far I've gone to campaign for him. And I'm also very much behind the no Bawumia no votes. And for who I am as a baby mama of who we all know, and for being the person who has advocated for him, even through it all, through all the muddy waters, and through the fact that as I still sit with right this minute, I am not on talking terms with him. I have no intention, nor will I ever want to. I don't want to talk to him, much less take damn thing from him. I don't ever want it. I'm just saying it because it is the truth. Okay? So everybody relax. Baby mamas, I don't want your dick. It will never happen. Ever, ever. I don't want your dick. And the children, my child does not want to share your father's properties with you. So relax. Nobody wants anything from you people. Okay? Okay? So moving on. Dear NPP, dear hierarchy of the NPP, all protocols observed. I might not be anybody, but you would want to listen to what I have to say. You want to listen. I have seen a trend that I have been a part of. And it has already started going into dangerous. No can no vote. No can no vote. Bagumba. Lydia will say Akwabamani Otre Akwab Dagomba, you are right. No can no vote. In the same way, when somebody also says no Bawumia, no vote, please don't be offended. But in the end, I am sure you probably would be happier. So stay tuned. Everybody should know by now that I will not just come and just say something for the sake of saying it. I am not a content creator. I don't look for things that are trending or anything to talk about. I am not. I'm not. And let me repeat myself. I detest that guy. It is my wish and prayer to never, ever, 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 ever be in contact with him till thy kingdom come. I don't want to see him. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to shake. I don't want to be where he is. I don't want it. You people get it once and fucking for all. I enjoy hating him. It's my adrenaline. That's my orgasm. So fuck off. And I'm in penitentiary, so mimpe. Aye, mimpe. It's wonder. Okay, so with that said, there is a very dangerous trend going on, and I have been a shameful part of. And much as I don't regret all the part of it that I was, I have decided to put a stop to it for the sake of the purpose for which I have been indulging in that. The doing everything to make sure my side wins by doing the dirty, like, listen, in only 4 years, what we think we are throwing at each other is going to come against both of our party choice of flag bearer and collectively crush the NPP. This passion that we have found, that we are going at it, it needs to stop immediately. See, I've decided that the things that I talk about, I will not do too much. When I say it, I will leave it there. Because data no be as it's not how many times I'm going to repeat something that is going to get into your head. Like, is that a joke? Do we have to repeat how many times? We don't have that much time. We do not. So pass it, now you're up. If need be, and I have to remind us, all of us, of something, I'll do that. If not, time no day. Listen, both Kennedy Agyapong supporters and Dr. Bawumia supporters, moma nyinaa yɛnyɛ aso na yɛntie asɛm yi. When two elephants fight, it is the ground on which they fight that suffers. When two elephants fight, it is the ground on which they fight that suffers. We are the ground. We are the ground. Two elephants need not fight. Two elephants, they need not fight. There are certain things that we were either intentionally or mistakenly or by default or whatever oblivious to, and these things need to be corrected. If the goal for both sides is for NPP to win, then we need to both hold our horses. Both sides need to. retreat, and surrender. We are not doing this. Not again. We saw how bad the primaries were. It was the primaries. It was the passion of the things said at the primaries. And we have started all over again. We have started drastically. I want to appeal. I want to beg. I want to implore the likes of great platforms, huge platforms like Sir Obama, Kokwase. Sir Obama, me Paucho. Sir Obama, me Srel. Your posts are very powerful. So kindly, please, let's go back to your motivational and funny posts. You are very witty. We enjoy that. Please pause on the ones that are so explosive. You have one on Agyapong-Bawumia. It was very oof. The punch. I beg you. So Obama, I am just begging you. It will come back with such a force in 4 years. And Agyapong-Bawumia is going to be part of this party in 4 years. So I'm begging, I am begging, Say Obama, me paucho. I come to me Bryce KB. Me ankasa me ho. We all need to pause a second. Please. Anyway, so Obama say persona non grata. And that was for Agyapong-Bawumia. And unless I don't understand the English, I beg, because say enya cry ye Ena ebia sana asemwiti. We have enough enemies to say that for us. We have enough enemies to highlight this for us. So please, let's just try to have everybody at peace and on board collectively, doing it to come back to power 100%. We need everybody. And we don't need hatred. We have enough haters. And we have to stop this ourselves. So nobody from us, let me tell you, people have already started infiltrating. I saw Kevin Taylor say the fact that Bawumia didn't win doesn't mean Ken is sensible enough to contest Dr. Bawumia. That is a seed of discord, and it has not have to be entertained. But with the Bawumia team, if we are so pissed as we are going to be happy with the things Kevin is saying. Kevin is going to give us more ammunition to fight within our party. But in the end, Kevin will be doing his good for his party. So we should not allow. We will be very foolish. That is why I want to come and champion this cause. You know how much I hate this man. But I'm telling you, unless necessary, like let's say mine is domestic, I doubt that he will even be that foolish again. Can we all just leave it where everything is and forge to be together and move this party forward? Like, there was another thing that I saw Sir Obama's page, and it was a letter from an association. So it's my CN. I am on his page 24/7. Initially, I didn't want to say anything because I could understand where he was coming from. But then I went back to silence. This is on Sir Obama's wall. We are what we are, and that's the way it's going to be. Sir Obama, 18 hours ago, you have on your page, chasing those crazy bald heads out of the town. Chase those crazy bald heads out of the yard. And I know these are our own NPP people. Please, we need to chase them out, but can we chase them off social media? Off social media. So Obama, because your candidate will come. Adjubro. Moma yenfa abutre egu entetiano na yebehu na yemuti. Why? So, Sir Obama, 23 hours ago, you have posted Dr. Nanado's image, his sculpture, and then the picture of and you said both contractor and sculptor must be arrested as soon as possible. They are part of the reason for the secondary votes. You see, all of this, it will come back in 4 years. So Obama, it is telling the whole world how internally there's too much brewing. Like it's enough what we are exhibiting out here. We need to stop. This is the one that really, really, really got me. So Obama said, blame President Akufo-Addo for NPP's embarrassing defeat. And I think like he's quoting what was in the letter, AFFA. And the AFFA is Alliance for Foot Soldiers Advocacy. And it was written Monday, 16th December 2024. Accra, press statement. The subject is blame Nana Akufo-Addo for NPP's embarrassing defeat. We, foot soldiers of the New Patriotic Party, are deeply saddened, disenchanted, and outraged by the disappointing outcome of the 2024 presidential and parliamentary elections. If I should read the contents of this, I'll be doing worse than what I am begging my brother Sir Obama to kindly please. Let's read inside the house. Let's not wash these lilies out here. I am begging you. That's why I am using my face to say let's stop. I'm here in Tokache. So Obama, I am begging. Thank you. So Obama, this I agree. A day ago, so Obama posted this. He said, somebody wins a seat for the first time for NPP. Another person from nowhere emerges 3 months after elections as parliamentary aspirant, promising half plot of land per delegate. And surprisingly, some delegates fall for this nonsensical promise and go ahead to vote against the incumbent MP, only to lose the general election. It's about time we scrapped this useless delegate system and allowed our all registered party members in good standing, paid dues to date to decide on who becomes parliamentary candidates, constituency, regional, and national officer. Note MB, I am a delegate, but I decry the status quo. It's fraught with so much monocracy. Thank you so much, Sir Obama. Hey, SKB. Good morning, Brian SKB. And now come on in dear, Miss Slow. I would train a fanka. Why? Ain't I making kind of mabia? Me dim hakono. I could send him in a mere penny, me down, no say, and Topani dear, send your mako penny on ma, me did back. And more evidence. Me a baby mama. I best say no Barbara SKB. My dream page na me hu ya NDC for start ye me say say Friday no say Friday no Kevin Taylor ye show bi na Kevin Taylor say was starting at the Ken any Bawumia ti boom now say I she Ken no onunya sabe no ni o ka say Bawumia wi eni ti onunya ni type of kran ni Bawumia Bryce ke bi say ye man ko ye trimu a on ye can be kwakoko obi o say ade say ye den ba e we say ye why e kronin on na ye hwese ne ye na ne kase no so say ye we fie enye say ye be wa o say ye we fie if you say me ko hwe say Obama page so say ne amakan ne kakra ya Bryce ke bi in 4 years some ko fa enoma ya kan e de tia ye ho efiri egufu a ewo ye mu a ewo se enwo ye mu a mum pamuchom de mum me ben 1 hour my serious analysis and am dey yes a video very serious analysis and your mama ko kan no e so cha ye nyoma na me di ko hu Kevin Taylor address mani 2 years ni abre ye ma kwan say ye ma kwan a 2028 e bebo ye nyina boyen ye makwan edikan obi afanto ni trim say Kennedy Japan any Dr. Bawumia and tokwa bia ni omuntem Kennedy Japan any Bawumia and tokwa bia any omuntem omuni enu ye na yedi etipimpim and so mu fake you so mu ye di o me see Bryce KB ye beba be trechre ya se mu be wie Emma nkrofo beti asese ne sese omunti ase no ne buase na yedi kogu ye nua ba ko no se nya me ma hihya asem no mo anso minim se nya me metumi di me chese me present ade na me so de sese amedo me because no kra ni na make na me wie ni nyina e be kwesise me se se suru mienu ko a asase na omko so no ene bre science say dey waste this minute and say akwa afifufro no na ye ko ni say 4 years am say na say ye to me so eya adwenkro na me jimi sem kakra me beki ye de kwa adwendwin mu a Bryce KB eye guaranteed say NPP beba 16 years eye guaranteed and you ma bi wo ye nyina ye gu ye no gu so but ye hu say acoste yen costing ni eno ni ken na me say me still me can't do anya ma me ni nkasa da me nko bebi o woda me mpani bibia me ba mpani bibia obi abonjo me mpani kwati edi me mpani sika edi me mpani diet nem me mpani ka me mpani adwuma but no pray no better okay analysis na me ye no na me pese me hu say 2028 no say no ye hwemu pa no pre me dia me say omia me wo me reasons ni dia me tribalism no mpa me nya kan ho asem ye but no krem se me ko hwe the other side and so say e hon so e dien pa thank you Helen and one I me na me kan ho inti me anso me ferry se na me kan ho But I mean, if you listen, it's not necessary for me to ever. So me see me go to marry, mpona me kofa marry ko enu ma sembe bo. E ma ni tia kena. It's here NPP biom. It's here NPP biom. Say anya careful. Na ye jai emu mana nka te se ne ye nyina ye we ejini fo ye fie ye busua mu aye do omo saa no na ya mbomu a edonyame. Oh, Lydia, me da say. Oh, Lydia, thank you so much. Baba, I'm fine. Lydia, mama shwe na motu me pin wazi ya, me da say. She? And se me do me ho a, ma we hu say, me nka keke ni sika, me nka Agyapong-Bawumia ni sika, me ni Bawumia nkasa da, me ni Samira nkasa da, me text me pencil, but no kran no, me nya NPP ni, ma we ni nda ho. Se Kevin Taylor bo ra ye trimu. Oh yeah, my yen or yaman or see fact is said Ken wait an interest now obey a young Bawumia for say be de say Kevin can what down no nothing no but me pacho no person say second Agyapong ni sika kra mo ya lambulo kra ko kan hia sika de be shege Dr. Bawumia ni Dr. Bawumia ni sika kakra no pacho. So the yen ya can be ya. That baby, will that be a good investment? Hell no. And I will explain to you, Miss Row. Me no one no Bawumia, no votes. Miss Row, me poton me sell out. Me can you say a woman or hoprona, but near a beboa and a make. Pacho, mama, analysis now must missing my any. Any easy, but doable. Me say, why? And I was say NPP for a choosing as flag bearer. And I why? And I was say on yet running it. Now don't forget to say send ye call no piano. Send ye piano. Say see adia and come up in ye deal dano. Say, and I am person call and send ye no bomb minion. Send ye chiasico. Send ye bia Dr. Bawumia. Wa breaky sa ceiling. Wa call as flag bearer. Nyana winya. And a second of Rio. So otia console. Nio ye biano. The bet me I can say a camping ma okoy. And I can so G about 1 2. And I send ya can no fake send ya minimum send ya near ye biano or call campaign. But your mama ain't showing no songs. Okay, so now let's go on. Analysis, you know. Me person me starting free summary. Okay, so the make I say make me try paper can make I say abstract and make I say the choice of the NPP's 2028 flag bearer and running mate will depend on several factors, including the political climate. 2024. Tina me say, sad time where a fresh slate. Yen to me be ma nuanom so hofo no so etumi a flag but there be yaye we me pamcho homa yen dinto yaye okay. So the party's performance in 2024 elections and the candidates no mo appeal to key voter demographics. Here is my analysis on both Ken and Dr. Bawumia. This is my analysis for job. My uncle global info. My nyamari or no new penny for my man customer small brain. Missy. Me okay, mama me can pros and cons. Never Ken, one of his advantages, He is outspoken and he has populist appeal. Ken oye outspoken and oye or populist appeal. Woko NDC ebia na ye team JJ die enye obi otise JJ enkayenya. Ken is the closest to that, if not a replica. Okay, so that's one of Ken's pros. Kennedy Agyapong is known for his straightforward and relatable approach, which resonates with grassroots and supporters. Whoopel, whoopel, no we may be full still. And so still I'm going to be as if you may be something or outspoken or populist appeal. He resonates with or one who's straightforward or you're relatable. He has that. You can't take it from him. His second advantage, his second good about him. Ken is perceived anti-corruption stance is his foundation. That's how he's perceived. Second year or anti-corruption. Yes, see, he has a strong rhetoric against corruption, which could energize voters who are seeking accountability. No crack, and NPP for the whole Ghana is still Kotuaba. Na say the Dr. Bawumia and Ken and the Agina. Me pacho say what the word accountability are. In can for befaking. Accountability. And can for befaking. Say call number 3, good side of Ken. Advantages sanka NPP for si omo befa ono. Financial independence. And kanya fe na Mary Baba can have la train. Ana cutting sinohydro. Ken has a supposed clean financial independence a track record. Right? And may say he's perceived, presumed, he's known to be wealthy. So as wealthy as the individual will know him to be, he's perceived as less likely to rely on political patronage. We all believe and accept this. Now, Maminka 2 disadvantages. Cons. I can't be pro, yes, Maminka 2 of the disadvantages and crowdphobia to me because I can't so yes, my kind. So 1, Ken has a controversial personality. Well, I relate. I am the personification of, but we are on levels of. Ken is a controversial personality. His outspoken nature, sometimes. Do I need to continue level to me? The outspoken nature, and sometimes the divisive comments, it could alienate moderate voters. Menum kasana na ibinum dopa na yes no. Yes, I'm shaking. Sana so and as so divisive. It's a no niche of voters to me apamo moderate voters. And the second disadvantage I'm trying to say, he has limited technocratic image. Ken was limited technocratic image. And then he said, so they can compare Dr. Bawumia Ken lacks a strong track record in governance or economic management. Matthias here. Senior Dr. Bawumia Dieno, Tia Kofa Bia, he's got more record in governance and economic management than Ken. Right? Never 2 into you can need 3 pros, you can need 2 disadvantages. You got Dr. Bawumia as flag bearer. Dr. Bawumia as flag bearer. Ne advantage anka yebinya wom ni 1. Honestly, man 3 advantages and 2 disadvantages. 1, economic expertise. But me person be beka say na wa fa anya hwe na nya no asem na ye ka. But on ya ka ni na ewe. This year ka 2028. Economic expertise, Dr. Bawumia, as a technocrat and economist, Dr. Bawumia has significant appeal among educated and urban voters. Ono na appeal ne kese no ewo ho because oye technocrat. Okay. 2. Advantage number 2. Inclusive leadership. Inclusive leadership. Dr. Bawumia's Northern heritage and Islamic background helps the NPP broaden its support base. So yeah, Northern. Na osai su ye Muslim Muslim and Northern and a Muslim. It broadens NPP for support base. And a third advantage, they say, Dr. Bawumia's experience as vice president lends him credibility on governance issues. Because at least, we know that his own Zongo people did not. We know that his own Zongo people did not vote for him. Sansuna yenso akanfo bi Antoine ma akanfo ba pacho apia awunya abotar bibia behihye awutem kakra ai apia tem kakra impepe for one pen one asem te dam fancy fusu ye chiri yan wi oye ode ba si abotar ai Mr. Proven leadership. His experience as the vice president lends him credibility on governance issues. Ken on to me say because on your vice job. And Dr. Bawumia advantages and the disadvantages too. May say economic challenges under his tenure. But no credit but I was say because can say na challenges ono no beba be treaching say na COVID na Ukraine na me kasa yintie ono no beba be treaching but ye person ye establish say we na one of the disadvantages why this economic challenges under his tenure. Critics may blame Dr. Bawumia for Ghana's current economic difficulties, especially if it is not resolved before 2028. Even though enye omunomo tesono, NDC for no better say so appear he didn't get that much. He didn't get that much from the 3 northern regions. Ain't na message there. Siabotar brother appear. Please just don't relax. Take deep breaths, okay? You will understand where I am coming from, please. Okay? Thank you. Then I said his second disadvantage is that the fatigue factor. You know there is a fatigue factor. That is having been on the national stage for over a decade. Some voters might want fresh face. Dr. Bawumia has been here for long. Right? He was here pink sheet time not Dr. Bawumia. So he for wa brain. Yɛn nyinaa yɛ witness there. Wotumi kɔ na wo ho akɔyɛ akɔnɔ na wasan aba te sɛ ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ Dr. Bawumia nkɔ nti na me say the Agyapong-Bawumia ticket pamkyɛ munya abotrɛ ma me. So that's his second disadvantage, fatigue factor. Having been on the national stage for over a decade, some voters might want a fresh face. May say best combinations. Kennedy Agyapong as flag bearer with Bawumia as running mate. This combination blends Agyapong's grassroots appeal with Bawumia's technocratic strength, potentially uniting different fractions of the NPP. However, Bawumia might not settle for a secondary role after being vice president, and this is where I would be a little taken aback that for what reason would Dr. Bawumia think that on to me a vice being? You've been given the opportunity to go, you have gone, it didn't work. We are trying to win power. We are not trying to do what we are trying to say. Which duo is going to get us back the seat? That's the angle I'm coming from. This minute, I'm not looking at I'm not looking at all of that. I'm looking at how are we going to get the people to come out to vote? If we are all agreeing that Ken is the cause, Ken was able to get people, that many people, to stay away from voting. Ken was able to amass that much votes away from Bawumia for JM. If everything we are speculating is the truth, then do you think that it is more advisable to want to go and face this guy, go through all this unnecessariness, wasting money, not being sure if we can outdo him, only to destroy the party further? Because if you're going to use our energy and our resources and everything to fight someone who has obviously been able to talk to the grassroots that he's gotten power over, to let us lose, and we don't hate him that much that he's still one of us, then why don't we go and make peace? Why? If nations who are against each other, if we are witnessing some George and Napo cracking jokes, what is so difficult to bring these two people back? Now, Kennedy Agyapong has made it clear that the reason he didn't want to become Dr. Bawumia's running mate is because as a running mate, you never have the opportunity to say what you mean or need or think or suggest. He has made it clear that, like Atamil said, or a chiami position in Kakasama and Hinaraka. So he said he wouldn't. Dr. Bawumia has also made it clear to us that that is the case. Because he is a vice, most of his ideas were thrown overboard. In fact, it was not loosened. So which better people to change that narrative? Dr. Bawumia, we have given you the chance. You see, that's the only way we can look at it, that Dr. Bawumia has gotten the chance to go. And then he didn't win. But for us to be able to exercise democracy and use this same scenario to break tribalism, I am praying that Dr. Bawumia would be patriotic enough, like he exhibited by conceding. And if we are going by the natural course of what Marie keeps saying, like then if if it was easy for us to convince Ken to let Bawumia go, and Ken was willing, then he would have been waiting for 8 years. Then why can't Dr. Bawumia, who has gone, and we have told him the things we didn't like for the whole party? Ken says, I can do it. The grassroots have spoken that they want him. 50% didn't vote. We have come to establish the fact that Ken is the cause of the defeat. Ken has 10 cents that Dr. Bawumia does not have. And I told you people that 10 cents is going to come in handy for Ken, because irrespective of the fact that it made him look evil, it is the same sense that is going to spell this guy has stood for this party. He did all this for the party. He was crucified for the party. Financially, he's done it. So if Dr. Bawumia feels any way accepting vice presidential candidacy from Ken, after which he would go, that will let people feel, does that mean you feel you are superior? It will open a different can of worms that we don't want to. I really do think that yes, Kennedy Agyapong China, common sense analysis is telling me that with what happened 2024, Kennedy Agyapong would be a better match. Being the flag bearer and having Dr. Bawumia as the vice. This is not to go and confirm the stupidity of Hobson, because don't forget, 2024, history was made, and a Pepeni from the north, Okram, Wayan flag bearer. Winning away, winning. And Kennedy Agyapong gave the chance for him to go. So, for the purposes of NPP winning 2028, the best thing we can all do is cease our fires. No more fighting any of us. Up here, I am grateful for this that you have said. I'm just trying to make you understand that to me na wo shishe, okay? To me na wo shishe. It's not about the personalities. What you need about the personalities is who is bringing the crowd. Who is bringing the crowd? You think it's easy for me to sit here and say good things for Ken over my choice of candidate? No, I'm saying Ken as choice of candidate because it is the most sensible thing to do right now. When we were doing it for Dr. Bawumia, I didn't think Ken was going to undermine the process. I didn't see it coming that the showdown was actually for this. And irrespective of what has gone on, what I'm saying is, please, these people are introduced. We know them. We know what they can do. We do know. If Dr. Bawumia himself says he's not doing it anymore, we can all forget all of this, and then Ken can find somebody to come. But I'm telling you, as someone that hates Ken and will hate him till I die, that in this scenario, the only way we are winning is to do more dirty politics, and it will not be healthy for anybody in the long run. It is senseless. It is childish. It's stupid. It's inhumane. It's foolishness, and it needs to stop. Well, me, I don't think I am interested in go, because the only way I can win against him is for me to go gutter deep, and for what? And for what? And for what? In the end, with all the nastiness that I'm going to come to spill, I'm still going to want to choose this party because I still stand that I don't want the blood that is connected with NDC unless they change it. And I who am I to go and keep forcing them to? But I'm begging you people, I'm not chickening out. Munsro biara, evidently. But I'm saying we need to stop. All the people that made the wrong, listen, all the people that made the mistakes and the wrongs and made people angry, thank God you people have voted them out. The arrogant ones, the whichever ones, say Obama, you are right. When I read your thing, I feel it in my marrow. And that is why I know NDC to take all of it, and in 4 years, it will be too bad. I'm begging you, if you just calm down 1 second, please, and see from what I'm saying. I'm begging you. MPP wants to win. We want to win. How are we going to? Look at how cool they are. Ken is a fresh face, but he will have to have a running mate that now we have to sell. Dr. Bam, let me show you something else. In sort of recommendation, I said, if the NPP had won the 2024 elections, Dr. Bawumia would have been more natural successor to maintain continuity. Nanka enono trese nka ye wini nka Dr. Bawumia wini 2024 nka 2028 it will just make sense to let him continue. Anything that Mina Mekache Marie said, to see Ken on the stage, no, I was sure Dr. Bawumia was winning. And to see Ken on the stage, I could not envisage Ken coming back in 4 years to say he was now going to contest a man who had won. But in this event that NPP did not win, my recommendation is that Kennedy Agyapong might be the better choice because he can energize the base and he can be presented as our fresh face. Forget that you are one fraction. Listen to this with your discerning spirit. Don't listen to this as a Ken side and a Bawumia side. Listen to what is going to work. I wrote something else. Where no, it's knowing. Okay. Okay, I said hey. So me say Obi Beka say Dr. Bawumia and still on your flag bearer. Kameka say ne strength ni say electoral appeal across Ghana. As sitting vice president, he had national visibility and is seen as a technocrat who can attract voters in northern Ghana and the Zongo communities. Let me finish reading this. His economic expertise, said despite challenges with the economy, his reputation as a policy-driven economist remains intact with segments of the electorate. Segment of the electorate, so Dr. Bawumia remains intact. But why the percentage in Shamami? Tribal balance. As a Northerner, Dr. Bawumia balances the predominantly Akan NPP voter base and appeals to marginalized groups. The weaknesses that would have come with this is that the economic record, and yet, because the current government's economic struggles would be a liability on Dr. Bawumia. And he will definitely have less grassroots appeal. Dr. Bawumia will have less grassroots appeal. He may not have the deep-rooted connection with NPP grassroots supporters as Kennedy Agyapong has. But say Kennedy Agyapong and a flag bearer now. Strength ni be say Ken has grassroots popularity. He is well liked by NPP-based voters, especially those who appreciate Ken's boldness, his no-nonsense personality. Omo personality no. Omo do also change. Omo pe Bawumia ni cool no. And too, outsider image. Ken presents himself as anti-establishment. Just say, oh no, on kind establishment, no, for. Mo Jimmy Bia, mo Jimmy, yay! Mo Jimmy, mo share. Thomas free. Sana yenso yakoye busu afie mu a omo mpe asem. Obi mu mpe no obi mu sepe no. Ken mpo nkrofo don me me baby mama na me hwehwe no. Nya meka sesi no kre. So it's not everybody who is going to like you. But it does not erase the fact that I'm going to speak what is. Okay? I have to say what is, and then people choose what they want. Ken presents himself as an anti-establishment person, and this is appealing to frustrated voters who want change within the party. People are frustrated. Members, they are frustrated and they want change. Funding and business acumen. Ken has a reputation as a businessman, and it strengthens his economic credibility with voters. It strengthens it. Weaknesses are Ken Wani, a polarizing figure. His outspoken nature can alienate moderate voters and opposition supporters. And his limited national appeal, while he's popular among NPP loyalists, his reach beyond the party's core base may be weaker. Mimi recommendation. Charlie. Someone has sent me something like 1 minute on what I'm saying. If you see the comments, that people have written, like, no matter how many times you bring Dr. Bawumia, we will not vote for him. If we should ignore all of that, the possibility that we will find ourselves where we found ourselves a few days ago will be high. I know that hey Ghana, look at somebody's comment on a so from all that is going on, I think it is imperative that a reconciliation between these two fractions must happen. Justin Kodria, Stephen Ntima Yesu, impenimfo na mode ko na no. Bawumia fraction and Kennedy Japan fraction needs serious reconciliation. If we don't reconcile Bawumia, Kennedy Japan, and their fan base, we cannot strategize. We cannot strategize. I don't care who you pair with what. Kennedy Japan kofa educhum, Bawumia so kofa obifofro. NPP will not have the energy to do this heated, vigorous, two huge elephants, this side and that side. Hey, by the time you will deplete your energies, and by the time general elections comes, half of NPP will be wishing whoever has won the flag bearership should lose. Is that what we are looking forward to do again? If reconciliation does not come, for these two fractions to come together, rightfully so, all under NPP, all under NPP, all under NPP. Ubetwini kwa anajumo koda machi munu nyansa mokasa nsa ade achi. Entia na nka asem no ba wo nkoka no bebre na wadanfo nti because woni hukun ana wo yire no kobomu afi na wa fere wo ejimifo bi a wubufu ya wo kasa ma ne tra wo ewo mu ni. We need to stop. I am very happy to disappoint you people that I am not going to come to dig in and insult anybody that I think so that what it will benefit Dr. Bawumia. I don't think the insults are going to benefit Dr. Bawumia. I think the more I dig in and make be a best shield, I'm sure I become worse things, and only God knows the things somebody is going to believe. May see we have enough enemies who are going to create enough lies. Enough lies. I feel na NDC for no almost hair. And no crown pono. Ye nya ho ammunition to imagine say NDC for no ba they will be together. Into almost tobacco ma Bawumia for no more tobacco ma ken for no. Na Bawumia for no ye no we mu ye no mu. But why will you want to do that? So please let me say this portion. It's just a suggestion. Nobody has to take it to heart. Mutia ebi ebegwa minim nyansa bebresa. Ebi nso amowo bibi better obusun suggesting. But me Ahana Medru may say reconciling the Agyapong-Bawumia fractions along with their supporters and strategizing for winning the 2028 ticket will require meticulous planning and careful execution. Meticulous planning. Meticulous. Now, I will say you're executing with precision. We have to build bridges of communication. We have to build bridges of communication. As someone no kranitie yabia. Na wo mpesa obeti, na wo mpesa enye sa. Asa na ebebo ayen, eduru ebejo, enye nyonko an atrema. Build bridges of communication. Personal reconciliation. We need to organize a private meeting. We don't care what they have done. Outside here, it looks like this is what we have to do so that we should organize a private meeting between Agyapong and Bawumia to address any misunderstandings. This meeting should be mediated by a neutral but respected elder statesman or party stalwart. Then, mutual respect. Mutual respect. Both leaders, Agyapong-Bawumia, should publicly affirm their respect to this. They should stop on with it a cheetah for any young passia somewhere. Mumbra my young say, Yenyai, and yes, a baku beka, na baku ambeka. Both of you should publicly affirm your respect for each other, focusing on unity and shared goals. This is critical to signal to your supporters that you too, you stand together for NPP, for Ghana. We also need to establish a shared vision. Sir, any NPP. Unify around common goals. These two people, any NPP for you now. It's enough bringing foolishness out here. It's enough. We are all right. 4 years time now, for no more the no the campaign. Yeah, biom. Appear. I am very understanding of you mentioning somebody like Moon to me because I've heard too many things. Appear, what I'm saying now is let's deal with the important people. Let's deal with Mepacho. We don't have time this minute. A bit raw. Someone in Pennyphonic Nasia, Rapia. Then can we say, can we say it? Someone to me no guardiano. You also find out how I come to me, and if this is what bothers him, can we say it and it to be addressed? And I support that all of that should be addressed. I support, but I'm saying, and I'm neatness say it's start infinity. Say start infinity. Na Kennedy Japan no to me saki kwekwana anybody now say many Bawumia na ejina he ntokwane ntem say na yebekọ no ntime. We need you people to, yes. Then want to how difficult do you think it is going to be for that one to me thing to be squashed? I can guarantee you that we will witness it. That one to me would make amends by apologize. Whatever he has to do, I have faith in that. So that is too little to what we are advocating now. Right now, there, start infinity. Good to me, baby. Aye, brother. But I agree with what you are saying. Not only wound to me, only obia or infuriating, so that he goes haywire to destroy more things, and then we also think we will counter him with also destroy him, and it's going to just be distraction, and NPP is not going to, the center won't hold. Things will fall apart. The center won't hold. And it's not necessary, is what I'm saying. Winning these little squabbles and destroying the future of the party is very foolish. Is what I'm saying. Okay. May say they need to unify around a common goal, around common goals. Develop a policy agenda that incorporates the strength of both Ken and Dr. Bawumia. That's what we need to do. Develop policy agenda that incorporates the strengths of both Ken and Dr. Bawumia. Bawumia strength, only focus on digital transformation, ni economic policies, na international relations. Or say na ye man na kwan ma on kasa. So I'm sure say ono wako we nya say ye person ko. Second ko obema no kwan Emma na kasa. Emma, the only thing we have over Dr. Bawumia is say, oh yeah, vice wanyeshi. Oh yeah, vice wanyeshi. He has the opportunity now. He went as flag bearer. Yan mano. 50% of people didn't go to vote either because or a Muslim or because they don't like the economy, because they blame him. Truth be told. Okay? And we've all come to a conclusion that Ken put no yet the microphone 1 2 amba. Okay. So I just a microphone number 2 aba Ken for whatever reason. And then you almost told Dr. Bawumia, so what to Dr. Bawumia, but Dr. Bawumia will have to now exhibit to say he compromises because okay, it says here grassroots spoke. They said they don't want me to go now because of economy. And Ken is going to give him the opportunity to shine, to be the economic wizard that we heard him, because Ken is going to allow him to talk. Ken is going to allow Bawumia his space to shine and use that 8 years as Ken's vice to show us, and why won't we want to give him continuity after Ken? After all, he's younger. So if he allows Ken to go as Ken made him go, I don't see anything wrong with it. And I'm telling you, Kennedy Agyapong has Central region and Ashanti region. And if Dr. Bawumia has any region, it will be the North. So do we want power or do we want to win just flag bearership? Yeah, we need flag bearership. Not flag bearership. No, because of the timing. It's been evident, and as time goes on, I have realized. Listen, the filthy train has already taken off. Started. Me be di atem na obia ka de ne ya. Na Dr. Your friend says Obama page kesiesa. Was started pour ni emotions, and Papa no ni page na esun. SKB ni page no esun. So him coming out to vent like that as often as SKB is doing is only going to cause a lot of and someone ya can't ebeba against us, because saying this for kofa asem na second a flag bearer na mini SKB still party na or your party. We don't need that. We do not need that. You may say Bawumia's focus on digital transformation, economic policies, and international relations. Yeah, merge on policies to get the best, And Agyapong's passion for grassroots connection, anti-corruption, and infrastructure development. Yeah, the background. National development framework. We will frame the vision as one that transcends personal ambitions to benefit Ghana. Then I said, SAR reconciliation, we have to address supporters' concerns. Supporters to say apia. Supporters to say SKB. Supporters to say Miana Makoma Shishimino. Supporters to say Obia or MP or Dr. Bawumia Anna or Ken. Pacho. We need to address SAR supporters' concerns. We need engagement forums where we will organize town hall meetings. Both leaders will come and engage with their supporters to foster unity. And necessary. Na mama mure fisa me na metia na meka good things for Ken, not because I want shit. Because it's the truth. So BT said me, it will be very yes. Obiti said me, it will be very easy for me to come and keep destroying and no. In 4 years, in some of my baby can't say Ken, I best say NPP. Because NDC for Kofa, and I'll be stupid enough to be happy, say yes, inshallah, NDC for work, obey them. All that happened did not stop Ken from acquiring what he has. So that side is going to help Ghanaians. Romantically, it didn't have to work. Fuck that. But it takes me to come and say it because I don't want nothing. It's the truth. Yo, one address supporters, one concerns. Na media campaign. And me who said, oh, Rich Auntie, thank you. And me who said Sabato, nyami work could do. Me who said Sabato was so passionate talking about this Asante Krobia or somebody that was supposed to be in charge of the people, internet bloggers na mayen. Me pamucho muntie. Sadia no, it will cost you people. Data board dio, metiano. Data na me dream. Data board di. Ubeto data. Now who downloading your man? Now who reading? Now who hear review? You need data to do all of that before you come and sit here and use data again. So you people should acknowledge the people who are doing whatever it is on their platforms, no matter how small. It's to your benefit. Acknowledge us. Acknowledge us. Me say, me speciality any atem DDA. It is say me advocate say, yeah, mama obi ambe said the other side, their content na me give. Monso amu be Jamaica. Media campaign. NPP for you need to use radio, television, and social media to share messages of unity, not ye posty person and grata, because that's how really. I just have one yazi, crack, just have. But yebakan wodin. Ofenya mo na wo bi wo fi, yebakan wodin. Why ye? Yabaka bi wa ban na ye ma fi on fan ko. Afifufuri ori be. One man don yan irrespective because he has so many wanyin. After the year by Danny hopes na do ya be call NDC. That would be fake. Mama yen sisa yen jam na yan kodo. Because me and me friend your man my ready say me ba beka need time. And in the end, what? Even if me can in another Dr. Bawumia, we need Dr. Bawumia 8 years new year. At the end, it's not healthy. So, using radio, television, social media to share messages depicting unity, emphasizing how the combination of Ken and Bawumia's leadership can address Ghana's key challenges. On another day, Bawumia, you have to come and promote both Ken and Dr. Bawumia and why we are choosing that ticket. Kenya, you have to be proud of both Ken and Dr. Bawumia and sell that ticket. What we have started doing is not going to end well for us. We will win this little squabble. One of us will win. Obi want sometimes trying copy him say back to. But at what cost? At what cost? Fourth strategy, me say, we need strategic party alignment, internal party mediation, or they start CCR. We need to work with the NPP leadership to manage internal factions. Ken, no, Dr. Bawumia, ni supporters no. We need to work with NPP leadership to manage internal factions, ensure the party supports the unified ticket through fair and transparent processes. From Dr. Bawumia. Only na podi ba nebesia nesi no and probably worse. Most money pa mo de be peken mo ko fa chada kwasi asem grade 1 edutwum afi na mo bes mo amasem me de enye nde na me ba be peken ni Bawumia o enye ne mo ko hwe me page so. Delegate buying. Delegate ni de me hu say ye nyina yempe. Delegate buying. We need to secure the support of party delegates early by demonstrating for 2028. And no here no. So delegates, we don't need to go and convince them for shit. We just have to abolish them. I'm not even talking about them. 5. We have to build a winning coalition. We must build a winning coalition. Yeah, so what she said, say who will expose papa bia who be wo kan ho, who be wo Bawumia ho, who be wo hwan ho a. And then na who be nya dom we begu so aye more fire. Na sa asem na wo kan no eno na be cost wo party no in 4 years. Geno, the bigger goal should be your focus. Inclusivity. We need to expand the coalition by appealing to a broader voter base. Bawumia can strengthen ties in northern Ghana and urban areas. Makacham say urban people no. Good afternoon. I'm live. We need to. Once Dr. Bawumia, best strengthen northern ties in urban areas. One region is such an Ashanti. Now with the central and Ashanti bomu air for Ken. Mama Andrio. Maybe chino. So for me to say this, Agyapong can appeal to grassroots and traditional strongholds, especially in the Ashanti and central regions. Dr. Bawumia North, also only brother Richie. NDC for youth and women. Prioritize this duo need to prioritize policies targeting youth employment and women's empowerment. We have to brand this ticket effectively. We have to develop a compelling slogan. Obi Baba Beka said it is possible. Obi Baba Beka said Adiana Dani. Adani Ampa. But it will sound like we are teasing this side and this one. So 2 of them no don't work but together. No work pick a slogan that captures the teeth for progress. Agyapong-Bawumia 2028. We need symbolism of partnership. That is regular joint appearances. We need these 2 people to have regular joint appearances at public events to demonstrate teamwork and collaboration. Ghana went bananas. We need more of those. Number 7, Missy. NPP needs to execute a robust campaign strategy. Comprehensive manifesto. Create a detailed and practical manifesto which will be addressing Ghana's pressing issues such as the economy. Now, Dr. Bawumia, economy. So, Okasha Vice Wana Na Kenman opportunity more kasa. Dr. Bawumia will not have to come and convince anybody in 8 years. He will be chosen for continuity. He will be chosen for continuity, straight up. Because according to majority of the people, he didn't perform on the one reason he was chosen as economic wizard. Ena nyamincha there so flag bearership no yama no opportunity no nyana wenya whatever happened. So I think it is amazing that we would do this ticket. Agyapong-Bawumia. Bawumia will show in 4 years, say, yes, on no economic risk. Woman, this is what he can do. First time we get a chance. Ken can also exhibit that. Me say, me, I will be the president in style. I would be very inclusivity near high. I am for the grassroots. I will build. Let's do that. Let's do that together. NPP together. We have these two powerful people. Let's put them together. This is not the time to come and another and I'll share. Obi cra driver crap when you them. It will come against us. Yo. Comprehensive manifesto means we need to create a new, detailed, and practical manifesto which will address Ghana's pressing issues such as economy, job creation, education, and healthcare. Job creation, healthcare, in your man, why yaman free, education, Dr. Bawumia, but slide in. You know, regional focus. We need to tailor campaign messages to specific regional needs. Central. It's not necessary. Can coastal speed Kumasi the one fibers in Shishin? We need to tailor campaign messages to specific regional needs, leveraging the strengths of both leaders. We have to leverage the strengths of both leaders. Technology and data. We have to use data-driven strategies. I will never support Ken because so I think emotionally more than I think realistically. But I have to be matured enough to say no. I have to go read this, find analysis, do research and see what works and come out with the truth. So that's what I'm doing. I hate him, but this is the truth. Technology and data, use data-driven strategies to target. Okay, so technology and data, we have to use data-driven strategies to target swing voters and undecided populations. 8, we have to leverage Kennedy Agyapong's grassroots appeal or the use. We have to do outreach programs where Kennedy Agyapong should spearhead community-driven initiatives such as job fairs and development projects, showcasing the ticket's commitment to improving lives of citizens. Onankasa all your youth as ibidida. Woma on yet another, sister program that's bigger and better together with Dr. Bawumia, and there they will do these job fairs and development projects showcasing this dual ticket and a commitment to improving lives. In 4 years, this can be done. Anti-corruption messaging. We need Ken. We need to use Ken's reputation for transparency to counter NDC on narratives. We need Ken. So quote unquote a transparency. Okay. Now so we have to utilize Bawumia's strengths in policy and diplomacy. Intermissing, we have to merge these two people, their policies to make one appealing manifesto to satisfy each region's needs. We have to utilize Bawumia's strengths in Policy and Diplomacy. Economic Recovery Plan will present a clear, actionable solution to Ghana's economic challenges. Don't also forget that. For Ken to say, people will listen. His grassroots would not be that mad with Dr. Bawumia, but he said, President Dr. Bawumia, Biom Sesia, and I am none one corner to certain percentage because of tribalism. We are going to waste another time. We need to chill. We've done it. Time no right. Mama can uncle shaky base, on Sunny Sanka mena many neighbor, Modia Mons, Mama and Sonshre. Okay? Let's do this. And Tokana for Bianco Sishi in 4 years. Santoko way NPP 4 year back. Me must me what ya sorry trying me bab second potoma ba me Jimmy Macquadrian. It is going to cause NPP more harm in the end. In the end, it will cause NPP more harm. To cause you more harm. We have to utilize Dr. Bawumia's strengths in policy and diplomacy. 1, we need an economic recovery plan which will present clear, actionable solutions to Ghana's economic challenges. Second, because Bawumia represented, people will listen to that faster than Dr. Bawumia. Yeah, FLAGBEARER and economic recovery. No one wants to listen right now. Just so proving the home. And he will get the opportunity to do that with Ken, because Ken says he will allow people to talk because he knew they were not allowed to talk. So Ken is not going to blame him. He's just going to give him the opportunity that perform. Then 2, international relations. We have to highlight Bawumia's track record in attracting foreign investment and building Ghana's global reputation. I know what Ken does with investors. I'm talking Bawumia from technocratic point of view. Okay. Then number 10, I said monitor and adjust. Feedback loops. We have to use survey. In some catch say Adiana me use a brain and science statistics in your Adia me read. Say Carmen Kwana me use emotions and Kameka say fuck so I will say everything so that my bitterness will be satisfied. But I'm not doing that this minute. I'm using brain statistics, figures, facts. And I made kasano. Okay. We have to monitor feedback. Feedback is necessary. We need to use surveys and focus groups to gauge public sentiments throughout this 4 years and the campaign. Okay. We have to adapt a strategy by being flexible and adjust the campaign approach as needed based on voter feedback and opposition moves. On your ironclad, yes, we no it's going to be malleable. Now, we need fail-proof mechanisms. Crisis management team, from what we've seen and what has started to come up, we need crisis management team. We have to establish a dedicated team to handle our internal or external crisis as they arise. To say PRO. You be able to say, hey, we more be trendy, more be explaining, more be and we need that. Okay. Unity Pact. Yeah, signing peace pact. One day a unity pact. Oh, must win, Yamishra. Unity Pact. We need to have both Ken and Bawumia publicly commit to working together regardless of any challenges. We need them to come out and do this publicly. Then we need the grassroots empowerment where we will involve all local leaders all influencers to ensure consistent messaging and voter mobilization. Now, may say, if we combine Kennedy Agyapong's grassroots appeal with Dr. Bawumia's policy expertise, the partnership will not only unify NPP, it will also resonate with the broader electorate for a decisive 2028 victory. And the one coming to ye be fifi asema we kan ena nia we ye ena what this means ena it is going to cost us so much. Nia me wakitwa kana mabekain. I am not expecting it to be something every single one of you want to hear or will agree. I am only saying that this is what I think I have perceived. This is the decision I have made. And we are all NPP unity. We are all NPP. On America training them. But I want chow. I mean my ready when them yazi wa robashisha huna ekon. Inyama ma park da mazerban. Minim there about punch kana. But in the end, about punch the whole NPP. By the time SKB, Ebufuna Wabeshana Kumum for the disrespect to Dr. Bawumia, by the time SKB is finished facing the Ken camp, not distraction more. I am only appealing to big platforms like, say, Obama. So Obama me paw show. So Obama me paw show. So Obama pokwase me paw show biom. Cease fire. SKB say now it does not make you a weak person. When you call the truth, it does not make you a weak person. I beg. Who would you rather choose? These people have gone neck to neck, and they are two powerful people. After all, truth be told, Dr. Bawumia wako bako. Say, oh ye there baka there, yama on one chow. So about some small brain analysis. So about our mama. In here, supporters no they shall say there. We love ourselves no matter what. We have to make it easy for our leaders, Ken and Dr. Bawumia. We have to make it easy for them to come together. When we keep like, oh no, wait, there be a pair, we are not helping. We will have to come reasons why we don't like this and or the other. And I'm saying that it will only let us keep washing our filthy linens out here. And who are we pleasing? Who are we pleasing? Are we pleasing the NDC people to know that, hey, even within us, enough damage has been caused? Ken already has 10 sins. Thank God that right now, 10 sins are also his pillars, because these are things that he did against morals, everything for the benefit of MPP. Obia losing his seat. I don't know what they did wrong. Let's all go analyze whatever went on, live in retrospect, and come back. But we are not doing any good to ourselves, coming at each other. We are doing serious disservice to ourselves. I am going to stop. I am praying that you will be wiser than me and also stop. We need to collectively destroy the delegate system. We need to collectively have different stance on certain things that can't be said outside of our political parties. Enough. Sremwa. Say to me, yes, sir. Enyansadie wei. Asem ben na edisi jaso no ansa. Asem ben na yetwitwa na yedi angwa ana ango yedi chi. Asem ben na yedi hugya so ho no say mani. Asem bi ani ho anu na yedi beka. Anu na yedi beka. Enkofo mienu na ye ni mo ama ye na ye koma omo. They are not fighting themselves. We say we want to win. We believe in our party. These two people are in our party. These two people hold serious fractions of our party. As we sit here, Obi Bakodie was through slightly than the other one. Why don't we put them together? Why don't we put them together? We are not in this for who is winning in NPP. We want who NPP is winning against. Who NPP is going to win against, not who is winning in NPP. That's defeat. Akonya to ya yefie, yesi debi, yenfa yenya we nkosi na yenfa we ntanichi. That's what we are doing. Why should we get to? I understand how we got there, but are we not wise enough to get out of this hole we have fallen into? NDC, Omo Babe Jinjaye, Emma Yechi Chaya Wansekai. Kevin Taylor started or say the fact that Bawumia didn't win doesn't mean Ken has any sense to lead the party. Na me say, Ebufoni Yauni, whatever. We are so easy to allow NDC to get into our heads, to give us ammunition to destroy our brother. But in the end, it's going to go against us. Don't let us fall to this. Ofenyam omone wo bi wo fie. Dr. Bawumia wako wenya. Grassroots on trend. The only thing they keep saying is economy no wasn't the bad 1 year, economy no wasn't the bad 1 year, economy no wasn't the bad 1 year. Say, mpeda me ya wa mam kwan, mpeda me ya wa mam kwan, mpeda me ya wa mam kwan. Can say ho pede ya wa ma kwan, pede ya wa ma kwan, pede we. Enti sisi ya ken ba ma no kwan. No so botu wa ye. Ken so mbe ye nizin. Enti ken ye nizin no ma Bawumia kwan. Na ken wi a na Bawumia na wo ma no kwan na no so bo prove it to us no. No soko. Pocho asama mba namba kenyi. Mam ben fa mo ebufu. Santa sabisa. Se e wa asem so kan tro no comment. Onya me dawa me delete onya by force. Oya me dawa me yano. Moroko maka ya azi okrum. Oya nya me ne pa masane ma aba. Ba asama ma bekin dwene ho. I appreciate all of you for being here. Sorry if I didn't mention your name, but I appreciate you. Thank you so much.